everyone, and welcome to Mindset Monday.
Hey everybody, what's up? I am John. Welcome to Mindset Live.
I am Renee.
Yes, it is great to be here, everybody. We have a really cool guest tonight. His name is Sam Pezz. We're going to talk about Sam in a second. I hope everybody is doing great. It is Mindset Monday. You might have missed this last Mindset Monday because we were actually Mindset Thursday. And it was because we got a really special opportunity to be interviewed by Christina Cuomo on her Instagram. It was really an amazing thing. If you get an opportunity, please go over to her IG, and it is still up, and it's exciting, and it's really cool. It was a unique opportunity. And it brings me to our next guest, because I don't think that anything happens by accident. And all the wonderful serendipitous things that happened to Mindset and to Renee and I over the summer, and all the wonderful people that we got to interact with and meet and really connect with in a way that was so unexpected. It was just a remarkable opportunity. So everyone, starting with Isaac, obviously, and then all the way through the entire crew. And one of those people was Sam Pezz. Now, Sam is very interesting because he is a producer. But I'm not going to tell you anything more about Sam until Sam comes on.
We have a request.
And we have a request, so let's get him on.
Let's get him on.
This is when the rubber hits the road, as they say.
Yeah, this was the last live. Remember, it was like a little...
Last?
There he is.
Wow. Hello, Sam.
Greetings.
Hey, Sam. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. We are so happy to have you on.
I'm happy to be here, even though, as I mentioned to you, I feel a tad bit unqualified to speak on the subject matter. I'm just happy to be here to promote you guys and your incredible brand, and thank you.
Oh, we love you, and we want to hear about you. Why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and your background, and let's go.
Sure, I'll give everyone like the Reader's Digest version. So I was born on December 28th, 1986. It was a Wednesday, I believe. Or no, it was a Sunday during a snowstorm. No, I spent the majority of my professional life producing branded content and viral marketing campaigns at a really cool agency called Think Modo. I spent 6 years there. Prior to that, I worked with a lot of different film festivals and did a lot of like freelance film production. And then in 2018, this agency shut down. And so I went back into the film festival and production freelance circuit. And then, of course, last year, that industry was terribly affected by the pandemic. So in June of last year, I found myself basically jobless, and trying to run my own business without any, potential work on the horizon because production had shut down. So at that point, I made sort of a impulsive decision to move out to the Hamptons, a place that I had always come to growing up and always was drawn to and admired. And I decided to work at Wolfer Estate, a vineyard in hospitality, just to earn some money and kind of buy some time. I was only supposed to be here for 2 months. It was like a temporary layover. And of course, I ended up meeting some incredible people there and learning a lot about wine. And one of the people I met was Miles, who was running Wolfer Estate. And he also had a background in production and is super creative. So we quickly joined forces and we formed our own creative agency and production company based out here in the Hamptons. And in March of this year, we met Michael Catalano, who is Isaac Boot's manager. And we formed a great relationship with him. And we started producing some video content to promote Isaac's fundraising initiatives and also his summer residency out here in the Hamptons. And then that evolved into us kind of helping to produce and oversee the transformation of what is now the Torch Shop, which is a really unique retail pop-up space in Wainscott that is curated by Isaac and friends. And we are basically now overseeing the operations of the Torch Shop, dealing with all of the wonderful people and brands and vendors that we've met throughout the process, including you guys. We're happy to carry Mindset Wellness. It's a great product, but it's been an interesting role for me, having no retail experience prior to this. I sort of treat it like a production. Every day is an interesting, unique challenge for different reasons. But the highlight has been obviously meeting all of the wonderful people such as yourself and getting to support so many small businesses that are run by people like you.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
That
amazing.
you really did that amazing. Like, and there's so much in there that I didn't realize. I didn't realize you had moved to the Hamptons recently. I didn't realize any of that, and that's really
Yeah, that was the mindset shift. I mean, he chose a mindset. He was like, okay, I'm going to choose a different mindset. I'm going to go out to the Hamptons, and as soon as he made that choice, everything began to sort of unfold in this very interesting way.
it's
Yeah,
true.
and
You
it's
had a
also-
growth mindset.
It's a growth mindset, and it's the reinvention mindset for me, you know, because I really did intend to stay here for 2 months, and then I kept extending month by month, and then before I knew it, I was out here for a year, and now I have really no plans to leave, much to the chagrin of my family and friends back in Westchester, where I'm from. I've just really kind of created a great life out here, and there's a lot of opportunity out here for me, and it's been great. But you really do have to kind of accept and embrace the uncertainty of it all, and the idea of just being open to reinventing and kind of shifting course, which at this stage in my life was not something that would have, it's not something that would have happened were it not for COVID and the pandemic. But with that definitely comes a fair amount of anxiety and stress, feelings that I'm sure CBD could help me cope with. But as I've expressed to you, I am honestly a little averse to any sort of CBD or cannabis or THC related product, because it's just never been something that I react well to. So that's why I say I sort of feel unqualified to have this conversation, because I am not a religious user of the Mindset Wellness line of products, but I just believe so wholeheartedly in you guys and your story, and you know, the science behind it. And I mean, John, you're just so knowledgeable, and when I hear you talk about the product and the benefits of it, I'm just like compelled to promote it, even though I don't use it personally, because I know there is a huge you know, audience of people who do believe in the benefits of CBD. And I can honestly say that if anyone out there who follows me or you uses CBD, there is no better line of CBD products. And that's just based on the feedback I've gotten from our customers here.
Yeah, that's amazing. But, you know, one of the reasons we wanted you on was because
Besides the fact that you're one of our favorite people that we met.
Yes, absolutely. But outside of that, you would say, okay, well, again, you don't have a tremendous amount of CBD experience where you could talk about your CBD journey. But having somebody that's so hesitant and having somebody that has concerns is very important, because there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way as you do. And there's a lot of people out there that we would love to be able to, you know, have the conversation with, because that's how it all starts, with a conversation. And, you know, when we first met, I remember, you know, I don't want to divulge information that I'm not supposed to, but something along the lines that you had a very bad experience with cannabis at some point, and, you know, it was something that you certainly didn't want to revisit in any way, shape, or form. And I tried to explain how CBD was not going to have that effect on you, and there was a skepticism to it. And then as the summer went on, and I believe, especially that night at our event, you know, which was so impactful in so many ways. It was this, you know, crazy raining night. We were all sort of in this little space together. And you said, okay, I'm going to try the drops. You tried the drops in a drink. And it was like a very big moment, you know, and I don't know if anyone else realized how big it was, but I saw how big of a moment it was for you, because it was really going outside your comfort zone, really going outside of a place that you were not ready to be potentially.
Yeah, definitely. And yes, I will share that like 15 years ago when I was in college, I had only smoked pot a handful of times. And on one occasion, the last time I smoked, I had a really, really terrible reaction to it. And since then, I've just been totally averse to anything. I don't even like being in the same room as someone who is smoking. The smell alone, I'm so sensitive to it. I just, you know, for me, my normal mindset, it just, THC does not help or, you know, impact my mindset in a positive way. And I would be so terrified to have that same reaction that nothing could convince me to ingest any sort of THC product again. And so even though I know the distinction between CBD and cannabis and THC, I'm still just kind of paranoid about ingesting anything even related to it. But on this one particular occasion, yes, you had an event here and you were making some amazing craft cocktails with the CBD tincture drops included, and I'm never one to pass up
Yes, I appreciate that.
Case in point, my rosé right now. So I said, what the hell? I'm amongst good friends and people I feel comfortable with. Let me try this cocktail. And I felt great. I mean, I did not have any negative, impacts. I had no negative side effects. It was great. And I felt definitely like an enhancement in my mood. And it was, I believe, the happy drops. But since then, I would really like to talk more about my experience with my new favorite product as the global brand ambassador for the CBD Relief Pain Cream, because this, I really can speak to the positive impacts and the benefits of this particular product, because I just used it for the first time the other day after an unfortunate masseuse-related incident in New Hope, Pennsylvania. I won't say the name of the establishment because I don't, want to disparage a small business, but let's just say I went into this massage parlor in New Hope, Pennsylvania, which is a charming little town, and I had requested a scalp massage. I just wanted a scalp massage. And there was a bit of a language barrier, and I ended up getting basically, against my will, a deep tissue back massage. And I was basically immobilized by it for a day. And then the next day I was here in the shop and I had some really terrible lower back pain, and you guys just happened to stop by and a light bulb went off in my head. And I said, oh, don't you make some sort of topical cream for pain relief? And you just happen to have some in your car. And I tried it. And within minutes I felt pain relief. And it was, noticeably improved. So, that's not a coincidence. That is the quality and the effectiveness of this product. And I see some people commenting.
Yeah, wait, this Cameron's commenting.
Did you happen to meet Cameron when you were here?
Yes, so that was one of the highlights of our summer as well. When we listen, as retailers, as retailers, we're not, we're CBD company now, but we're in fashion for many years. So knowing who Cameron was very cool for us, and he's so cool. He was such a cool dude. It was like a whirlwind of energy and craziness going on at the shop when he was there. It was definitely wild.
Yeah, it was definitely a unique experience getting to work alongside Cameron Silver. We got off on the wrong foot, but we quickly recovered, and we were fast friends by the end of his residency here at the Torch Shop. Yeah. I see my aunt is saying, oh, she uses CBD cream, which is interesting. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Great.
Fantastic.
Aunt Martine, what do you use the creams for? It's probably going to take her a while to respond.
Send us an emoji, anything.
All right.
Let us know you're okay.
We'll have to get her some mindset cream.
Yeah. But no, really, this product, and I love the smell. It's like a cooling menthol eucalyptus vibe. It's really great.
It smells so delicious. I actually love the smell too. I use it every night.
Absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about this journey of becoming one of the most important retail activations in the Hamptons this summer. That's just unbelievable. So the concept of, and as I mentioned, I was a retailer, the concept of going to video and creative people to bring to life a retail activation is so ingenious. And I don't know if anybody would have thought about it except for Isaac and that crew. It's unbelievable what you guys did, what you pulled off in the amount of time that you did it, and just the activation, the energy in there. It's unbelievable. I don't think anybody in the retail business should hire anybody but producers going forward.
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, because especially in today's day and age, with brick and mortar establishments sort of on the verge of being, you know, obsolete, or not obsolete, but, you know, they're struggling. Obviously, retail has been affected by the pandemic, but even before that. So, you know, I think to entice people into a space to shop and spend money, you really do need to create kind of an immersive experience for them. And that was the methodology behind the Torch Shop. It was not just a cookie.
Oh, wait, we lost your voice.
We lost audio.
Wait.
Retail space. It really. Oh, am I?
I lost
Can you
the
hear me?
last 5 seconds.
I was just saying that you really do need to create an immersive experience for people to come in and be kind of consumed by all of the products and the different things around them. And, you know, the other aspect of it that we really tried to focus on was curating brands and products that had a unique story. You know, storytelling is really the root of sales, in my opinion. You know, in order to motivate someone to spend money on something, you have to hook them with an interesting story. And so I think that was really the concept that we approached the Torch Shop from that point of view. And that's why it's been such a success. And also, you know, when you only have 3 weeks to execute something, like, you have no choice. You just have to make it happen. Like, it's sort of a luxury having a long lead time to create something or produce something. But on the flip side, then sometimes you have too much time to weigh options and make decisions, and it actually kind of prevents you from moving forward. In our case, we found the space in early May, and it was dilapidated, holes in the wall, and it was like, we have all these incredible brands that want to participate in Isaac's residency. We need a place to house them and sell these products. Let's transform this.
Okay.
A lot of resources here. So we were able to make things happen really quickly, but not without the support of Michael, Isaac's manager, and Isaac, and the whole team of people that we put together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you guys, just bravo to everybody involved. It was just such a fantastic job. I say that as somebody who I think knows a little bit.
Yeah, it's really incredible. What I mean, from behind you, the wall behind you, the Marco Santini. I mean, that is absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it's great.
Beautiful.
And actually, I don't know. Well, you were here the other day, but so Marco Santini, the artist that painted this mural, he also painted the facade of Bloomingdale's during the riots and the quarantine. And then he was able to actually take pieces of that mural cutouts. And we are now, we have them mounted on the wall here at the Torch Shop, and we're selling them. So you can actually own physically a piece of something very similar to this mural.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I mean, that is just,
that's incredible.
and that is what it's about. I mean, it's every week at the Torch Shop, there was a new activation. There was a new exciting something was happening. I mean, that's just, you had to keep checking the calendar because it was always going to be something amazing. So what does Sam do next? What is it? Are you staying in this retail vein? Are you going back to video production? Are you meshing them up? What's the next thing?
Well, I think that, you know, we have the space for the remainder of the year, and, you know, we formed such a great relationship with Michael and Isaac and their team that, of course, we want to remain involved and support this business however we can. But, you know, obviously we want to flex our creative muscles, and we have some video projects lined up for brands, and we'll be working with the film festival as well out here. And I mean, ultimately the goal is to, you know, transition into more original content and create, you know, our own passion projects, writing, directing, TV and film and documentaries, things like that. But one way to achieve that and not put ourselves in debt is to partner with wonderful brands like you and create content to promote your brands and tell your stories that you can hopefully finance. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really, it's not making commercials. It's making branded films essentially. So that's really where we see ourselves headed next.
That's amazing. That's really cool.
Tell us a little bit about that. Like, so you're in the Torch Shop and Mindset Wellness, because that's us. Like, you're telling the customers our story. Like, how does that work? How does that go?
I think in your case, it's sort of unique because it's one of the few, if not the only product that people actually ingest. So, you know, people require a certain amount of trust and knowledge and information before they purchase your product. So we have to educate people. And thankfully, you guys have been so generous with your time and your knowledge and kind of preparing the staff that we have in place here and explaining to each of us what the ingredients are, what the benefits are, what makes it unique in this category. So anytime someone comes in and expresses interest in the Mindset Wellness line, we just, immediately approach them and just initiate a conversation, a dialogue. We talk to them about what ailment or what mindset are you looking to achieve or cure, and then it just opens up a really interesting dialogue. And thankfully, we're equipped with the necessary information and knowledge that you provided to help guide people to selecting the right product. But you also recently provided us with the sampler pack, which has been just, the perfect solution for someone who's interested and has no knowledge or doesn't even understand the benefits or has no specific issue that they're looking to cure or treat. We just recommend getting the sampler pack and just like trying all of them. And
I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm actually curious because we haven't really done a deep dive into my aversion to cannabis or THC and why a product like Mindset Wellness could be advantageous for me and why I wouldn't have to worry about having that same kind of reaction. So I would love for my followers, at least all 3 of them who are watching right now.
Right. We're in it too, don't worry.
I would love for you guys to just educate people a little bit and maybe.
Oh my God! Yeah, 100%.
I mean, try a gummy.
Yeah, no, 100%. CBD is actually in the same category first and foremost as coffee, right? So let's talk about it as so with a product that people understand well, which is coffee. People love coffee. There's a Starbucks in every corner. So coffee is what's called
I'm drinking wine out of a coffee cup right now, so while holding CBD ointment. So
there you go.
It's like the
You're good. You're good.
Covered all the bases. But so with CBD, you are actually in the same category as coffee. So it's called psychoactive, which means it can change your mood, but it's not intoxicating. So obviously people drink coffee to go to work and to wake up and to do all the things that they do in their lives. CBD is the same thing. So you can relieve your anxiety, you can feel more yourself, but there's no intoxication. And in fact, a hack to being too intoxicated on THC is take CBD because that will actually interact with the THC and actually bring you down. We were at the shop a couple of weeks ago at one of the great torch classes, and afterward I was talking to a guy and I said, hey, I'd love you to try a CBD gummy because, dude, I'm on THC right now, man, and I don't want to lose it. And so he got it. He knew if he took the CBD, it was going to ruin his high. Even though there are some products that are these ratios. But ultimately, CBD actually does not interact with the receptors that cause the intoxication or the high. Like you, I've had experiences that were very, very unpleasurable, things that were very scary, things that stuck with me and gave me lasting traumas. And I can tell you firsthand that CBD not only didn't do those things, but ended up
interrupted by my friend Vanessa, who showed up earlier than expected. Hi, Vanessa. Vanessa is actually a huge proponent of cannabis and CBD.
Cannabis, yeah.
Okay, Vanessa's going to join me.
Okay, Vanessa. I love this.
Hi, guys.
I don't know if we can both
What are you
sit in
doing?
this chair. We're doing an Instagram Live for Mindset Wellness, the wonderful brand of CBD products that we carry. Have you tried them?
I have not, but I would
Oh,
love
go get a gummy.
Go get a gummy. There's a
All right.
sample of. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe this is interesting.
I
It's
like
live TV, folks.
That's what's cool.
That's what's
Right. That's
cool.
what's fun about it.
You
Love
can't
it.
forget- Vanessa, right there. There's a huge, huge display.
The huge
Anyway.
display, it's rainbow. There's a big
She's got
happy. Anyway, so CBD is not going to, bottom line is CBD is not going to get you high. but I don't. Outside of telling people that, I don't. The idea is not to force the issue. The idea is to let people come to it in their own time, in their own place. CBD really is an empowering product because it gives you choice in how you want to feel.
You know what's so interesting to me is that I myself was not in college I smoked a little, but I didn't like it. I would get paranoid. I would have to go under the covers, that whole thing. So I was never a proponent of THC. But so when I got introduced to CBD, I really didn't know the difference. And when I started to learn that it was different, and then I started to learn about the benefits, and then I experienced the benefits, it changed my life. We all, we grew up in a society where it's normal to have a glass of wine every night, or, it's accepted, I should say, maybe not, it's accepted, and that's okay. I also would have a glass of wine every night. And it's accepted to, go to the doctor and get Xanax and get this pill and that pill and whatever other pills that you're prescribed. But then when it comes to a natural plant like CBD, everyone's like, oh, what's that? What's that? So it's really all about what we're fed and what we're told and what we're used to and what's become accepted. So it's just a matter of time before CBD, a natural plant from the earth, gets accepted.
Right, the stigma gets removed. I get
Right.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. When the stigma is
Ariana.
removed. And it's about education. Like you said, you have to educate people who are buying it.
One of
But
my
if you think-
really close friends just joined, and she is someone who I believe has been promoting the benefits of CBD for many years. Ariana, if you're listening
Hi, Around.
and you want to share any information about your experience with CBD,
Yeah.
that might be interesting for our audience.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'd love that.
I'd love to hear.
You know what else I was curious about? So with the different mindsets,
Mm-hmm.
I know that each, you incorporate different ingredients or elements into each product, like melatonin or I can't pronounce.
Yeah, actually, it's actually a terpene. So each one has a very specific terpene, which is an aromatic oil, which
Okay.
is sort of the guidance, sort of like the navigation system for the CBD, sort of bringing you to the mindset that you want to go to.
Okay, but is the base, the amount of CBD or cannabis in each product line the same, or do you vary it depending upon which mood you're trying to achieve?
So in each gummy, there's 10 milligrams of CBD in each gummy. So for all the mindsets, the amount of CBD is the same. It's just that we add, I shouldn't say change, we add different terpenes and different vitamins or melatonin to the rest. So each gummy is formulated, and also each tincture is formulated.
Yeah, so imagine the full spectrum CBD. Imagine, again, using the navigation system, imagine the CBD as the car, right? So you're going to have the same car for every mindset. It's just the navigation system in each car is going to take you someplace different. Right? But it's the same car. And so it's the same full spectrum, really pure natural craft CBD that we use in our drops as well as in our gummies. And very important about our gummies, they're infused. Many gummies on the market are simply, and I've seen it firsthand, they take a big bag of candy and they throw it out on a stainless steel table and they spray it with CBD oil, and then it's a CBD gummy. Ours are apple pectin based. It's baked.
Yes.
And yes, we have a fantastic product, our rest mindset, both in gummies and in drops.
There's a question, right? The
And
help with sleep. Right. And we didn't say that first, so that's the question we're answering. We just went into the answer. Okay, baby.
Well, these gummies help with sleep was the question. And so, yes, I'm going to reiterate that, yes, we have a rest product, and it is great with sleep. It's been our #1 product, actually. Rest gummies are our best product.
Great feedback on that product, especially. I've heard some really great feedback from personal friends.
Yeah, it is.
And,
it's a winner.
Interesting note. I mean, a lot of people who take melatonin, myself included, I have tried it, have said that it gives you terrible nightmares. Maybe because it sends you into such a deep realm of rest. And no nightmares or night tremors reported after taking Mindset Wellness Rest Gummies. Vanessa, what are you doing? Can you actually come join this conversation? Because I think she can contribute a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to have her.
I think we're going to get two opposing views here.
The rest gummies work really well because it's not just melatonin. There's a terpene called caraflene.
Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Guys.
Love your hat.
Met John and Renee in the shop?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think so.
No, we
What
never
did you
met.
take a sample?
I just did. I took 2 samples.
Which ones?
The Calm.
2 calms?
I took 2 Calm.
Are you supposed to?
Palms.
I take 3
Serving.
comms at a time.
What's the serving size?
Well, I take CBD on the regular, so
Yeah,
Right.
same.
Right.
yeah, but
So
you have
she,
to build. You can't start and just take a bunch. You have to build your way.
Yes.
Correct. Go
Yes.
slow and build.
Oh, I love that you know that.
Absolutely.
How many
Is there-
milligrams of CBD do you take a day?
You know what?
So I think each tincture that I take is about 200 milligrams, and then I take 2 of those.
Okay, so you take even more. I take like 150 milligrams a day.
And her CBD oil is probably white truffle infused because she's bougie.
Wow. I didn't
He
know
cooks
that.
with it.
No,
I'm sure
but
you cook
it's
with
not
it. You
hemp-
made me
it's not
spaghetti
hemp oil.
vongole with.
Absolutely.
But is there any THC in the Mindset Wellness line of products?
There is there is a legal amount of 0.3%. Ours actually comes down at actually less than that on our COAs.
Right, so
our
it's important
certificates.
to note that ours is third-party tested. You want to buy a CBD from a CBD company that does have third-party testing.
Right, and if you want the wellness benefits, you need what the plant's going to provide you. Anything else outside of that is really for marketing, because people are terrified of THC, the concept of it. As I mentioned before in the live, THC that is in CBD will not intoxicate you at all. You will not get intoxicated.
Love
But
Jamie.
Jamie.
Oh,
Gallagher.
Jamie!
Jamie went back to college at USC.
Yeah,
Jamie, we
Sadly,
miss you.
we
Could
miss
not,
Jamie.
could not convince her to drop out of college to work at the torch shop.
Oh, and there's
Alex!
Alex. Alex.
I
Alex,
love
a former
it. It's the
guest.
whole family.
It's the whole crew.
Oh, that's actually my family. Maria Carmela just joined, my cousin.
Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Oh, it's prime time.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is so much fun.
But so why the need to incorporate THC into the
It's
the
because it's naturally occurring in the hemp. It's naturally occurring. It's not being put in there. It's naturally occurring. It's not being stripped out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So when someone has what's it called, broad spectrum, they're actually stripping out the THC, which is actually a chemical process. You're actually like the integrity of the whole thing is.
And by the way, I don't have a problem with broad spectrum. And in fact, if it's going to give you a sense of comfort, I'd rather you take broad spectrum CBD than no CBD, because I think there are tremendous wellness benefits that you can receive with broad spectrum as well. Not to the point of full spectrum, though. You're just, that entourage effect that you want to consistently keep getting, where you get those exciting wellness benefits.
So it's more than just, it's other terpenes in the full
Well, there's
spectrum,
also,
too.
there's hundreds of cannabinoids in the hemp plant that are naturally occurring that are not necessarily being talked about yet. And so people know CBD. But if you start to strip out those things, you are going to naturally begin to strip out some of those other cannabinoids that are naturally occurring. And those have wellness benefits, and you don't want to do that.
One interesting fact that always resonates with me when you share it is that the human brain has these receptors naturally, right? So it's almost as if like the human body is conditioned to or meant to process cannabis naturally. Otherwise, we wouldn't have these certain receptors in our brain. So it just kind of, speaks to the point that this is something that the body is conditioned to, or it's actual
nature.
that the body produces or should produce. So that certainly is one fact that I keep reminding myself of when I consider trying the product.
Yeah, I mean, again, whether it's a freak of nature that this CBD molecule is the same as our own endocannabinoids, or whether it was meant to be there and help us, I'm not sure. The point is that we have an endocannabinoid system. All animals have an endocannabinoid system. It's a rudimentary system based on balance and homeostasis. If you optimize that system, if you feed that system what it needs, and in this case, CBD just happens to be what it needs, you are going to find wellness and balance. And anxiety is out of balance, and pain is out of balance, and inflammation is out of balance. And so those things are going to come back into balance. It's really very rudimentary and simple. It just gets so caught up in the poor marketing of weed and THC that it just gets so confusing. If people had started with the endocannabinoid system and CBD from the start, this would be a revolution in medicine. It wouldn't be something that, we have to think about, oh, is this a banking issue for a store or not, right? So it really does become very, very, when you break it down to what CBD actually does, and you take away all of the connotations of cannabis, it is a remarkable, simple way to find balance. It really is.
And I think you're so right, Sam, about Mother Nature, and that it's part of us and it's part of the earth, and it just, we're all one, and we really are, and that it's beautiful.
That is.
You know what we should do? Just thinking about Mother Nature and Earth, it just instantly reminded me of Donna De Cruz and her meditation sessions before each torched workout. I wonder if we should, and this is probably an offline conversation that we should have, not something that we should be having for
Yeah,
I love it. Let's talk about it now.
But I don't know, maybe like we
get
could
Donna on the phone?
everyone to take I don't know, would you want someone to take a calm gummy before like a high energy workout, or what's the
Before
difference?
the workout, you could do it happy or a focus. And you could also do that for meditation, because I usually take a focus before my meditations.
We should do that.
I would love to do that.
We should do something that's like really connected to the workout.
Let's do
Less
it.
about meditation, but more about like something that's going to motivate people or help them get through the workout.
Yeah, focus is look. Hey, Amanda. It's true. Focus.
Yeah, no, that would be amazing.
All right, well, we've got
Really
one
exciting.
weekend to pull this off, so we'll talk.
Yeah,
talk.
let's do it. I like it. We could do it.
Yeah, we'll figure.
I have another question
Yes.
that I can't recall at the moment. What was my question? Oh, what does CBD stand for anyway?
Cannabidiol.
Kind of what?
Cannabidiol. It's just the name for this molecule. Again, one of the things that Mindset is hoping to do is to make CBD simple. These kind of words make it difficult. Cannabidiol, it's a clumsy word. It's not easy to say. And it makes it difficult for people to understand, because they immediately start to phase out when they hear things that, don't resonate with them immediately.
So that's why we have happy. If you want to be
right.
happy, calm. If you want to be calm, focus.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
very
make it simple.
user-friendly. That's the one thing I will say about your product. It's so user-friendly, and everything from the packaging to the collateral that you have in the store, like you really go the extra mile to educate people and to inform them and to just be transparent. It's about transparency too when it comes to a product like this that you're ingesting.
Yes.
You need to just be transparent with people.
It's everything.
100%.
I'm eating the stuff. I'm putting the stuff in my
My
body every day.
kids. I'm giving it to my kids.
I want to make
Right.
sure it's really good stuff,
So Vanessa, anything else you have to share?
Did you touch on the oils yet, or the?
No, we have not. But we can.
Well, we talked about my experience with the
you
CBD pain relief cream,
Okay.
which
is-
I can
These are my favorite.
really, really speak
I think.
to the effectiveness of
Yeah,
it.
I think I was a professional dancer for 10 years, and
Wow.
so I had used everything under the sun, from Arnicare to Bengay, and it wasn't until I discovered CBD did I actually find like immediate results from a balm. So
It's amazing.
Yeah, it
And
really
people
is
don't know
magical.
So, but I was living in California at the time, and so I was introduced to it in a more, it's again like a marketing game. It was something that was, very available to you, and so they don't make it scared. They don't make it scary. It's like, this is a plant, try it. So
Right.
it's important.
Wait, who is it?
That's my Aunt Martine. She's like our most engaged viewer.
She
I
is. She's
love
very
that.
engaged. No, she's very
Maybe we
engaged.
should bring her on.
Yeah, I was about to say. She may be on the next live.
You'd be great for ratings.
So, what was your most memorable moment at the Torch Shop this summer? What was your favorite moment?
Most memorable is not my favorite, but like
Okay.
memory that's just like pierced in my brain is like in the days before we actually like had our soft opening on the 26th, we were just so inundated with inventory and merchandise, and the space was still coming together physically, and we were just getting delivery after delivery of product. And at that point, we did not have any real system for like inputting it into inventory and figuring out how the fuck we're going to sell this stuff in 3 days. And I was just like so overwhelmed, and I'll just never forget that feeling of looking around this space thinking, how the fuck are we going to pull this off in 2 or 3 days? And then we did.
You did it beautifully.
Yeah, kudos.
That's like the most vivid memory. But my best memory, it's really hard to like pick just one, but certainly just getting to connect with people like yourself and all the other brands and vendors that we've carried in the store, and also the team of people. We just really lucked out because it's really hard to find talent and people out here in the Hamptons to work. And we were lucky enough to find and put together a really great team of people who were just here and dedicated and focused every day. And getting to know them and spend so much time with them has really been the highlight.
It was, by the way, what you guys created, the environment, it was unbelievable. I mean, it's still unbelievable. I would say to everybody who is, the summer is still going on, the tour shop is still open. You must get out there if you have not. It is truly like nothing else. And it gets better each week because they're understanding it more and more and more. And the vendors keep increasing and the events, it's just remarkable what's going on out there. So congratulations. Thank you for letting us be part of your community out there. It's been really special for us. We love everybody so much, especially once I had a Nancy.
Feeling is mutual. Thank you guys for being so present and so available to us because, you know, it can be challenging to figure out. We're basically brand ambassadors here representing dozens and dozens of different companies and brands, and we didn't have like proper training or onboarding from many of them, but you guys are the exception to the rule. You have just been here helping to support us, helping to empower us, and it's really made such a difference. So thank you.
Oh, that means so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So
Feelings
please go to the Torch Shop. If you are a brand and you are looking to get content, you guys are available. What's the best way to get in contact with you and Miles?
Oh, just go to samandmiles.com, and we'd love to pitch ideas to help promote your brand.
Okay.
And Vanessa can be reached at 917. No. What is your Instagram handle?
Bad Gal Productions. It's a dance production company.
Oh, I love that.
If you need a
Let's follow
reservation,
each other.
if you need a reservation at Wolfer Estate,
I'm also the hospitality
reach
manager.
out to me.
Oh, okay. This is also good to know.
Yeah, maybe Wolfer's ready to do a CBD infused wine.
Oh.
Let's discuss.
Oh,
It
you
would
should
be
do a
great.
whole CBD event at
Yes.
Wolfer.
Oh, I
Like
love that.
great CBD infused grapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'd have to infuse them each one by one, but I'll do it.
All right, we'll give it a try. Wait, so Miles, you've come really 180 now.
Sam.
You went, Sam.
Sam.
Saying Miles. Sam,
Oh
sorry.
my God, that is so insulting. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I've done.
We were just talking about him. That's why. Wait, Sam, you've come 180.
I
You
know.
were like, now we're like injecting grapes with CBD.
Great.
I love it.
Hey, this is it. This is full circle.
Right.
I love it.
This
That's
is
awesome.
strategy, baby.
I love it.
I love it. So
we
have
are-
a code. We have a code.
We have a code. Yeah, we have a code. So please go to mindsetwellness.com. Use the code Vanessa for 10% off and
I want a
free
promo
shipping.
code. Why
I
did
will
you
actually
get a
create
promo
that code.
Yeah. I want
But the
yeah.
code we're using tonight is Torched, TORCHD. Put the code Torched in at Mindset Wellness. You'll get 10% off. You'll get free shipping. And you will get a package that is saged. Each package gets saged by Renee.
I
She
did.
says a
wow.
little prayer
I
to
didn't know
it,
you-
and off it goes.
You
And she
saged?
wishes it helped.
I saged everything.
Why didn't you sage the space?
Oh.
We should do a
We didn't
saging.
want to step on Donna's
I
toes.
did
Sage and sample.
product before it went.
We should do a saging sample. The back to school saging, you know?
I love that.
There's so
Clear all
many
the
good
demons.
ideas.
Wow, you're coming up with them now.
All right, we're going to put together a proposal. We're going to discuss with Michael, and we're going to see you in a few days.
Okay, I love it.
I
Make it
love
happen.
it. Thank
Guys,
you so much, guys.
Sam, thank you so much. Vanessa, it was great
Thank
to meet
you for having us. And I don't have to do anything. I don't have to save anything, right? You're going to save it.
You
We're
are
gonna see
in the
it.
clear. You have done it. You've done it all.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Vanessa. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.